मانचस्टर में पाकिस्तानी फैमली पर برطانوی पुलिस की जानिब से तशद्दुद किए जाने की वीडियो सोशल मीडिया पर वायरल होने के बाद पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी में शदीद तशवीश और गमो गुस्सा पाया जा रहा है। वाक़े की आला सतह पर इंक्वायरी का मुतालबा। तफसीलात के मुताबिक गुज़श्ता रोज मानचेस्टर एयरपोर्ट पर पुलिस ऑफिसर की जानिब से जमीन पर गिरे शख्स को लात मारते देखा जा सकता है। मीडिया रिपोर्ट के मुताबिक जमीन पर गिरे शख्स के पास एक खातून भी बैठी थी, जबकि दीगर पुलिस ऑफिसरान तशद्दुद का वाक़या देखने वालों को पीछे हटने का कह रहे हैं। मानचेस्टर एयरपोर्ट पर पाकिस्तानी नौजवान पर तशद्दुद के वाक़े पर रद्द-ए-अमल देते हुए मानचेस्टर से ब्रिटिश पाकिस्तानी रुकन पार्लियामेंट अफजल खान ने कहा है कि पुलिस ने शहरी पर ताकत का बेजा इस्तेमाल किया। इन्होंने मामला इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफिस फॉर पुलिस कंडक्ट को भेजने का मुतालबा किया। दूसरी जानिब सोशल मीडिया पर वाक़े की वीडियो वायरल होने के बाद ग्रेटर मानचेस्टर पुलिस का मौक़िफ़ सामने आया है कि पुलिस तर्जुमान के मुताबिक एयरपोर्ट पर मुसाफिरों के माबैन झगड़ा हुआ, जिस पर पुलिस को तलब किया गया। पुलिस ने 4 अफराद को मौका पर से गिरफ्तार किया, लिहाजा पुलिस ने दोनों भाइयों को चीडल पुलिस स्टेशन से जमानत पर रिहा कर दिया। रात गए पुलिस स्टेशन के बाहर वाक़या के खिलाफ बड़ी तादाद में कम्युनिटी की जानिब से एहतजाजी मुजाहरा किया गया, जिसमें सैकड़ों की तादाद में मुजाहिरीन ने शिरकत की। मुतासिरा फैमिली का पुलिस ऑफिसर के खिलाफ बाज़ाब्ता शिकायत दर्ज करवाने का फैसला।
I'm not the MP for Rochdale anymore, but of course I have a deep and abiding interest in the town and the base there, and have every reason to be gravely concerned about the events at Manchester Airport, the videos of which are circulating all over the country, indeed all over the world. And I've got videos that most of you have not seen, and they are even worse than those that you have seen. I have called on Greater Manchester Police to immediately suspend the officers involved, and indeed to consider arrests and charges from the worst offenders of what was an egregious and savage assault on former constituents of mine. The elected leaders in the Greater Manchester area, the Mayor, the Member of Parliament for Rochdale, have said absolutely nothing, and that is not good enough. They need to get a grip of this situation, and fast, and I mean very fast. I don't mean in days, I mean in hours, or very negative and long-lasting consequences could be the result. I spoke at some length to both the uncle and the brother of those who were savagely assaulted on the videos that you've seen. Both the uncle and the brother are serving police officers. This is important. This is a police family that was savagely assaulted by the police, stamping on their faces while they lay helpless and unresisting on the floor, kicking them in the head with police boots while they lay unresistant, helpless on the floor. We can't have this. That's what happens in Gaza, maybe even happens in Minneapolis or Chicago, but it isn't going to happen at Manchester Airport in front of thousands of horrified and terrified onlookers arriving and indeed leaving Manchester Airport. This is a very grave matter, and it has the potential to become even more grave. So I'm not in Rochdale. I'm hundreds of miles away. I'm not speaking at any protests. So if someone's told you I am, I'm not. Neither is Ahmed Yaqub, the lawyer who is now involved in this case. But I will be in Rochdale on Friday for Jummah prayers at the Bilal Mosque. And I hope to meet the family of those who were attacked by the police at Manchester Airport on Friday afternoon. So if you're going to be at Bilal Mosque on Friday, inshallah, I'll see you there.
Late this afternoon, I saw a video which was very concerning, and it's been circulated across the country. It purports to show a man on the floor being kicked by a police officer. Clearly that is very concerning. So as a result, I have been in contact with the Greater Manchester Mayor as well as the police to find out and get a report from them as to what has happened. I have also contacted the Police Minister, Diane Johnson, who has also asked the same of the police.
Hey, salam, peace and love to all. We are here today because we're standing up against the very institutions that are there to protect us. It runs really deep when the very institutions that are supposed to be the bastions of light and justice and accountability for us are the ones that are attacking us without accountability. There are too many. There are too many of these instances again and again within our institutions. And unfortunately, what we see from footage such as we've seen in Manchester Airport is that there seems to be no fear in those police officers' faces. There's no fear of accountability because they've gotten away with it before and they will get away with it again. And until we hold them to account for the very things that they're supposed to be protecting us for, we'll never get justice. And until we unite, exactly as the speakers before me have said, until we unite against the injustices, we're never going to get any kind of integrity back into the institutions that are supposed to be places of light for us, light and protection. Unfortunately, when leaders are corrupt, when leaders are racist, it trickles down. And unfortunately, the situation that we find ourselves in, as is exemplified by what happened in Leeds, what happened all over the country not so long ago, each and every institution is broken. The system is broken. We must challenge it every time something like this is captured on camera because it's happening behind closed doors every single day. Let's unite. We want an apology, first and foremost. And we want accountability, real accountability. Otherwise, as the sister said, we will revolt because it's time. Okay, thanks very much.